Well, the Supreme Court is expected to deliver its verdict on a PIL today that seeks legislation of euthanasia or mercy killing. The PIL has been filed by NGO Common Cause. The issue has been debated extensively before the Supreme Court since it was filed in 2008. The Apex Court reserved its order on the PIL earlier this month. The centre has opposed the PIL, calling it suicide. The PIL in fact says that when a medical expert says that a terminally ill patient has reached a point of no return, then he should be given the right to refuse being put on life support system. The centre, on the other hand, has said that the PIL is not tenable in law. Jaskirat Singh Bawa is joining us on the phone line right now. Jaskirat, it's been a very tricky subject, not just in India but all over the world. And today, of course, is the day when we should be expecting a final verdict from the courts on this.
Well, that's correct. But what remains to be seen is whether it will be in black or white, because we believe that there is a possibility that there may be a middle ground where the Supreme Court could perhaps issue guidelines. Let us understand very well that back in 2011, a bench headed by Justice Markandeya Kaju and Gyansudha Mishra in the Supreme Court had allowed for passive euthanasia, which basically was allowing euthanasia in cases of people who were in complete vegetative condition, who had absolutely no hope of coming back to normalcy or any movement whatsoever, and with the consent of their official legal guardians and, of course, the approval of the local police and the judicial authorities. Now, that was all what is already permitted. This PIL goes a step further and says that the people who are in deep pain and are unable to bear it should also be allowed voluntarily and in their own accord to end their life, which is an accepted norm or practice in some of the other countries. However, the centre has consistently and religiously opposed this move, suggesting that they will continue to consider this a violation under the IPC, that is, of course, the attempt to suicide. And also suggesting the detractors against euthanasia, their arguments range from everything, including the Indian Penal Code, as well as the structure, the socio-economic structure in India, where they feel that the permission for euthanasia could actually be misused against the economically weaker or even the older people.
Jaskirat, thanks for joining us. We'll, of course, be tracking with you this case in the Supreme Court today. A final verdict expected in this case, which has been hanging fire for several years now.